What is going on, everyone? My name is Don't Care My Name Is, and today it is my 1000th video. I want to thank all my subscribers, my friends, and T3 Medias for their support on my channel and my videos. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you all so much. I'm glad you've been enjoying my work, and I cannot wait to do more in the future. As for today, I'm going to be reviewing the film that I have been dying to see for years, ever since it was announced that this was going to happen. I'm going to be reviewing Godzilla vs. Kong. Godzilla vs. Kong is the fourth film in Legendary's MonsterVerse. This is also the second time in cinematic history that we would see Godzilla and King Kong, or rather Kong, on the big screen together. It has been nearly 6 decades since the last time they faced off against each other was on August 11, 1962. And out of all the monsters that Godzilla has fought, Kong is the only monster that Godzilla, in my view, he's never beaten. He has faced countless monsters before and ended up beating them despite, the odds stacked against him. He still finds a way to win. But with Kong, it ended, in a lot of people's view, with Kong winning. Although with me, I would say it was mostly a draw. Nonetheless, when they made the 2014 Godzilla film and I heard they were going to make another Kong film, I got excited because both films would go on to be a huge success, and I knew this was eventually going to lead to these two titans going up against each other. And after the success of Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and then they showed the post-credit, I knew, yes, this is going to be epic. This is going to be so much fun. So after nearly 60 years, we're finally going to get a rematch between these two monsters on the big screen. But this time, of course, they're in CGI, not guys in costumes. That means we're not going to see Kong coming in on balloons to fight Godzilla. Oh yeah, that was a thing. Alright, so let's get started with the review, shall we? Also, there's going to be some minor spoilers here. Nothing too big, so I don't want to spoil this for you guys. But yeah, there will be some minor spoilers here. So the story of the film takes place 5 years after King of the Monsters, and basically what we saw from the trailer is what we're sort of getting. Godzilla begins attacking people for some reason, and so humans have to figure out how to stop him. They discover an underground tunnel beneath Hong Kong, which leads to another world beneath the one above, which is a callback to the Hollow Earth theory from Kong Skull Island and mentioned again in King of the Monsters. Kong is brought in to help them, to get them to this world in order to help them find something that can help them defeat Godzilla. This eventually leads to the two alpha titans going up against one another, and of course giving us the rematch we've been waiting for 6 decades. So that's pretty much the plot of the story without going to, major spoiler territory. I love this plot because I like that we get to see this the world beneath our own and how it builds up to has been building up since Kong's film, and we also get to find out more about the history between Kong and Godzilla species and the war between the two sides. I love how also the trailer was a bit misleading, since I thought it was going to go in one direction, but nope, it went to another direction, which is actually good because I was worried the trailer was going to spoil way too much. The other part of the story I like is where we get to see more monster fights. We actually get more of them than we had in the other films. And it's great. We get to see these two great titans going up against each other, which is kind of rare in versus films, because in a lot of them, it takes almost an hour to get to them. And even then, they're short. And then the next one doesn't happen until near the end. But this one, we get a little bit more. We get more fights, which I appreciate. And we do get to see Godzilla and Kong, going up against each other in a very awesome way. And not as goofy as the original they did. I also love that we get more time with Kong, and I like the connection between he has with him and the little girl, and we find out why there is a connection between the two and why he cares about her. My only two negatives of this film is the fact that there is less time for human character development, which is a shame, because I actually did want to know a little bit more about these characters, but yeah, it sucks that we don't get to know about them. So if something happens to them, like, oh, okay, I don't really care. That sucks. We get more monster fights, yes, but less character development. And the other negative I have is that they freaking spoiled that Mechagodzilla was going to be in the film. I mean, yes, in the first trailer, they did show him just a blur and a second, But they kept on releasing more clips. They showed he was going to be there. And of course, they showed the toy that they were going to sell of Mechagodzilla. I mean, like, I wanted to be a little surprised, you know? I wanted to see how they were going to reveal Mechagodzilla. No, we already saw it. I was like, God damn, alright. But I still liked how they controlled Mechagodzilla. A lot different than in the past films. So I appreciate that. But yeah, the plot, no problem. Just, those two minor problems I have with it, but the rest of it, great, and we get more monster fights, so what else could we ask for? Alright, so the actors for this film, we have Millie Bobby Brown, Kyle Chandler, Alexander Skarsgård, Rebecca Hall, Brian Tyree, Henry Shun Ogari, and many great actors here who I felt all did their best in this film. All of them were giving it their all in their performances, and a lot of them did get some screen time, but unfortunately, not all of them got great character development, which I felt was a huge issue with this film. I wanted to know more about these characters. I wanted to, you know, connect with them, even find out why they're there. But not a lot of them get that much development. Now, they did their best. Don't get me wrong. They did their best with their performances. I just wish we got a little bit more character development with them. But I did like the bond between Kong and the little girl, Gia, played by Kaylee Huddle. She's a mute in the film. She doesn't speak. She's able to communicate with Kong through sign language. And we get to find out more about why there is a bond between the two. Why Kong looks out for her, cares for her. And I very much appreciate that. Like, wow, that's actually very good. And I like this version of Kong better than the other versions we've seen in the past. Here, he's very smart. He doesn't act like a wild animal. And is very compassionate towards humans. Even willing to help them despite, you know, some bad stuff with him and humans in the past, but still, he cares about them enough that he's willing to look out for them. So, okay, so yes, there are some flaws with this part of the film, with the characters not getting a lot of development, but still, they all did their best, and that's all we can ask for, and I very much enjoyed the connection between Kong and the little girl. Alright, so the special effects for this film are very good. I really love seeing the two titans going up against each other. I love seeing more monster fights in this film than before. The Hollow Earth world that they created looks pretty amazing. I love how they worked really hard designing this world. And I also love how they made the battles look good compared to how they looked before. And I also love the fact that we get different settings for these fights. We have some in the sea, underground, and eventually in the city at the very end. But still, I thought they did a very good job with the special effects and having the film set up where they had it. The Mechagodzilla design also looks pretty good, despite how the toy makes it look a little, you know, dorky, but I still thought they did a great job with this and how they were able to explain how it works. Now, yes, at times, the special effects do make certain stuff look fake, but that's still fine. It's not that bad. I do like the music for this film, which is composed by Thomas Hulkenberg, who had composed for Batman v Superman, Deadpool, Sonic the Hedgehog, and other films. I very much like the music he composed here, especially for two of them that are pretty much callbacks to the original films, and the music for the final battle at the very end. So I liked it. I thought they did a great job with the special effects, the settings, and the music. There are some flaws with them, but not that bad, and not that many of them really. Okay, so my final thoughts on this film is, without a doubt, Godzilla vs. Kong is another successful film for the MonsterVerse. I love the story for this film despite its flaws. I like the characters despite not getting enough character development, and I love the special effects, the setting, the music. They all did a great job with this film, and we got to see a great epic fight between these two legendary monsters. Is it perfect? No, but it's still a great film and one I highly recommend watching. If you have some kids or you have any friends or loved ones that want to watch this film, I recommend checking it out with them. I also recommend checking out Birth of Kong, the comic that they had released years ago, and also the one they released before this film came out. Yeah, if you guys want to check those out, I recommend it. If you just want to watch some monsters just beat the hell out of each other, go right ahead, and this is a film for you. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have a different opinion about this film, or what you think of the other MonsterVerse films, or any of the other Godzilla and Kong films, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button. Check my Facebook page. Check my Twitter page. Check out T3 Media's channel. Subscribe to their channel. Keep up to date with their videos. And I will see you next time to give you more love and more entertainment. So until then, guys, take care. Be safe. Love you all. Thank you so much for the support. And take care.